Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. More details, they are now emerging for what can only be described as a haphazard build-up to the Joseph Parker vs Hughie Fury WBO heavyweight title fight in Manchester, England later this month. In a revealing article, Duco Events has told stuff.co.nz, see the link in the description, the fact the fight has had little build-up in New Zealand is because it has been hamstrung by slow developments in Britain. So if you weren't aware, Hennessy Sports, which promotes Hughie Fury, it is putting on the event on the 23rd of September, UK time, 24th if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. So quick context, there has been rumours abound about poor ticket sales which Hennessy has not addressed, a pedestrian undercard that's unlikely to draw casual fans in, and leaving the announcement of broadcasting details late, and from all accounts a minimal amount of promotion going on in the UK. So I'll put up a few vids to click to at the end of this video if you want to get some more of the backstory, because I have been covering this. It almost feels like a personal crusade now. So all in all, when questions have been asked of Hennessy Sports, it has been found wanting and missing in action. So in regards to the delayed local build-up in New Zealand, Duco Events boss David Higgins has blamed it on late payment of the purse bid from Hennessy. So, okay, read of what you will there, read between the lines. They didn't want to drop a whole bunch of cash on promoting a fight in New Zealand and elsewhere until they had their share of the purse and knew the fight was actually going ahead. Once that money was in there, so the New Zealand Herald reports, link in the description to this story, that the purse was $2.1 million or their share of it. The mainstream media, it might have been late to the party on the build-up woes, but they are now starting to ask some of the right questions. So back to stuff.co.nz and the article which quotes Higgins. Okay, here it is. Boxing is a sport that sometimes has credibility issues, and I didn't want to mislead the public advertising the fight till the full purse amount was in my lawyer's account. It now is, and expect to see ads go on Sky with a vengeance. We also have taken the price back a bit, Higgins told Stuff, admitting there had been communication struggles in a rearranged promotion after Fury pulled out of the original May date in Auckland citing a back injury. We've been able to get scant information. The important thing is the money is in the bank. How the fight is organised and how they go about that is their business. We will show up and Joseph will be fully fit and hopefully knock out Hughie. Duco owns the TV rights for New Zealand, Australia and Samoa, with the Fury camp having the rest of the world to try to engage. Okay, so a couple of things there. It's definitely clear Duco has been between a rock and a hard place on this one. They until now had to put up a good front and hope the purse money came through. Now it has, albeit late, from what Higgins says. I'd really be interested to know how late it was, because it certainly has delayed advertising and whatever other associated activity in New Zealand and potentially Samoa and Australia. The fact that Higgins says they've been able to get scant information from Hennessy, well, that is somewhat shocking in itself, as Duco is the other promoter involved here. You know, the cynical among us might think that some of the comments here, well, they're more designed as subtle digs to let the public know that this was all out of Duco's hands. Well, that's the picture being painted, isn't it? And clearly, now that they've got their cash, all they care about is doing their own thing and letting Parker then do his in the ring against Fury. So later in the same story, Higgins is also quoted as saying he hasn't been told how many tickets have been sold, but the rumour mills suggest they are struggling. I mean, the fact Duco has been in the dark to the degree Higgins describes, well, it doesn't fill me with any confidence that we will see a full or near full arena come fight night. I mean, they can't get any details out of Hennessy. What chance do the rest of us have? Okay, so realistically, what's going to happen next? What are we going to see here in the UK if ticket sales are a problem? Are they going to be heavily discounted? Or in fact, are we going to see some given away free? We have to watch and see on this one. You know, it's really amazing and disappointing that the lack of promotional activity in the UK by Hennessy Sports has become the most intriguing part of this build-up. At first, you know, it felt a little bit untidy, and many of us weren't too concerned to begin with, but then the small things started building up, not being done, or no announcements on certain things, and the days, they began slipping away. And now, well, boy, at the end of the day, this is not a couple of up-and-coming prospects. This is a heavyweight title fight. A world heavyweight title fight. What is going on here? This is the champ versus his mandatory challenger. Yet this has all the same feel and hallmark of some run-of-the-mill fight night. It's really been disappointing and not a good look for boxing. Fans should be treated better than this. And the WBO, well, it should demand more than this. I mean, certainly a subpar build-up only works to diminish the luster of the belt. It also denies both fighters publicity and credit to the winner. It's unlikely that whoever wins, and by ever how well they win, that they will get the due credit they deserve. I'm sure fans won't have them leapfrogging either WBC champ Deontay Wilder or IBF/WBA champ Anthony Joshua. Hardcore fans might have that conversation, but I'm sure the casual fringe fan, well, they won't even know who they are. I mean, a trick has really been missed in this build-up. Actually, probably a few. It should have been a platform for the fighters to prove they belonged in the same conversation as Joshua and Wilder. So while hardcore fans might have a view either way after this fight, certainly others, well, they won't even know their name. So yes, an opportunity has gone begging. The fact that many British-based fans are saying on my channel and others, and I'll throw in here as well that British YouTube boxing channels, they're saying that this Parker Fury fight is not a pay-per-view fight in the UK. Certainly, if the build-up was going swimmingly and there was buzz and everything was humming, they might feel a different way. So the fact that people are saying it's not a pay-per-view fight in the UK, it speaks volumes about how this fight is being promoted or otherwise. And clearly, Hennessy Sports has had some real issues with this event. And I'm not sure that they can even deny this. But they're not actually saying anything. So those issues, they include securing broadcasters, selling tickets, putting up an enticing undercard because it's shite, paying Duco, they paid them late, and actually successfully promoting this fight. That last one, well, it's a wait and see, but certainly it hasn't been trending well. So now, importantly, what do you make of all this? Including the comments from David Higgins, which I myself found very, very revealing. Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe. If you want some of the background, go check out some of the links on screen here. Follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.